So we're back in our test kitchen today on this beautiful Cape Town secret day. You know, that winter weather that's beautiful and sunny, chill in the air, but fantastic. Although the rest of the week is going to be cold in the whole of South Africa, so we need to be prepared. And by being prepared, we've got ready-to-eat soups. And if you have hangry mouths like me and very limited time when you get home at night, these are fantastic options. Our ready-to-eat soups are our Cape Malay spice butternut soup, our kianina with tomato and chickpeas and lentils, and then last but not least, our hearty three-bean soup, which is a fantastic vegetarian option as well. But let's put it this way, you might feel like soup, but sometimes, you don't want it to be that simple. You want to zhuzh it up a little bit, soup it up. And that's what we're going to show you today, how to do it with some of our fantastic homemade soups, homemade options. So we've got, I always believe that a dish should be well balanced. So it should have a creamy element and it should have a spicy element, if you like spice, a little bit of acidity, a little bit of crunch, and some freshness. So we're going to add that to our soups just to zhuzh it up. So the butternut soup, I am slowly heating over here. If you want to see the texture, it's, like you can see, nice and smooth and creamy already. So beautiful. But to finish it off, I'm going to add our water buffalo yogurt. Our water buffalo milk has a little bit more fat percentage than the Jersey, so it has that beautiful mouthfeel that just gives it that creamy, velvety texture. Then I'm going to add fresh coriander to it because there's nothing wrong with a little bit of freshness and coriander to a curry soup. And then last but not least, as you can see, I shallow fried our gnocchi. They're still raw, they just came out of the packet. I didn't blanch them, I didn't dust them in anything. I just shallow fried them. If you add it to the pan, put it on a slotted spoon and gently put that in because you don't want to burn. Your pan, I would recommend your oil to be medium to high heat, not high, because otherwise it burns before it cooks. But let's just slow that down slightly. You want it to not burn, it must just become golden brown and nice and crispy. So there we go. As you can see, as soon as you take it out, add some salt to it, so season it nicely. And then, yes, you've got clouds of crispiness for our gnocchi. Okay, so that's our first soup. Then, for our next soup, put it on a piece of paper towel just to drain up some of that oil. You want to bite into crispy clouds of gnocchi, not oily clouds of gnocchi. Let's season that. Then our next soup is our beef and kianina. So the beef and kianina is fantastic because it has that lentils and chickpeas, which bulks it up already. And to that, I'm going to add a creamy element, which is going to be our delicious bocconcinis. They are small balls of creaminess made by our specialty cheesemaker, Alta. And I have to say, what makes them even better, so I have to be honest with you, these are all ideas, not all, but most of them come from Naomi, our canteen manager, who, cooks for everybody on Babylonstoren. And this is actually ideas that come from them because they spoil us with crispy, clouds of gnocchi and creamy mozzarella balls when we are lucky enough. So we'll add that. And then another thing that I don't know if you've tried is our basil pesto. So beautiful tin of basil pesto packed with flavors and just the best ingredients, proper parmesan, proper pine nuts. So if you want to try it, add it to your basket. You can add all of this to your basket if you shop online, shop.babylonstoren.com, and you'll find them in the pantry area. So I'm going to open it up now, and then we'll serve the kianina soup with creamy mozzarella and the basil pesto. And then last but not least, our hearty 3-bean soup. So the 3-bean soup, although vegetable, the beans adds the creamy texture to it. You know, it gives it, it bulks it up, and it gives it the creaminess. So I'm not going to add something like that. But I am going to add a chimichurri. So traditional chimichurri has herbs and a little bit of finely chopped red onion or shallots, chili, and then acidity and oil. But I'm going to leave the red onions today. We're just going to do fresh herbs. And then I don't know if you've seen this, but I love our vinegars. They really are fantastic. But this is our red wine vinegar. It is a limited release. I don't know how, I think we still have some left. But it's barrel aged, so it has a little bit more depth than your normal red wine vinegar. It's got a punch, but not a harshness to it, which is fantastic. So add that to your basket too. Let's start. Let's get some bowls ready. I'm going to start with the butternut soup. What's also fantastic about our soups, you can either heat them in the pot or you can heat them in the microwave. If you don't feel like washing pots and dishes, then don't fear when a microwave is near. I'm going to leave that there. So, here we go. Soup. This is a perfect 2-person portion. Wait, let me just finish that before I continue speaking. There we go. This is a perfect 2-person portion. As you can see, this will definitely help to bulk it up as well slightly. So, a dollop of creamy goodness. There we go. Then some of our deep fried gnocchi. Listen to that. And then, last but not least, our coriander. And voila. Okay, so that's our butternut soups done. Next, we've got the 3-bean before it gets cold. So the 3-bean, oh wait, I need to make the chimichurri, right? Let's quickly chop some herbs. What do you like adding to your soups? What's your favorite topping? One of the other options recipes that's also online is actually crispy fried onions, which, let's be honest, who doesn't love a fried onion? But you can have a look online for that recipe. It adds a beautiful crunch as well. What you can do is you can add any spice to the flour mixture, which is fantastic, you know, because then it adds another layer of flavor. Okay, so we've got herbs and some garlic and chili. I'm not going to add too much because I'm only making a small portion. But there we go. Some chili. Ooh, nice and spicy. You can obviously add chili as you like, or as much as you like. If you prefer as hot, then you can add more. If you prefer less hot, then you don't have to add any at all. We, as a family, do like chili, but the kids aren't there yet, so we tend to rather serve it separately. But they do love herbs and spices, so yes. Anyway, now a splash of our red wine vinegar. There we go. Just a dollop. And then our fantastic Fran front oil. We call her Fran. You know, our olive oils are 3 sisters, and they each have a personality. Fran is in between. She's fun and exciting, and you know, we love her dearly. Coratina is our more serious sister, and then Olivia is loved by all. You know, she's that easy, I won't say the easy sister, but the one, you know, you can take anywhere. So here we go. That's seasoned up. As you can see, quick and easy, nothing to get too uncomfortable with. I'm going to taste, but I'll use a different spoon, I promise. Well, I'll just wipe it. Perfect. Okay. So now we've got our 3-bean soup. And that's just going to add a fantastic, This is why you do it in the kitchen and not in front of your guests, so that you can clean up as you go. There we go. As you can see, the portion sizes are quite similar. Fantastic. Now, to finish it off, a dollop of that freshness. There we go. Next, last but not least, because we don't want to, just because it's the bulkier one of all our soups, we don't want to miss out on it. We've got our beef. Ooh. Oh, it smells fantastic. Okay, so with this one, you see with the texture as well, it has a thicker texture where I need a spoon. There we go. You can actually see everything, which is fantastic. You can see the chickpeas and the pieces of meat and the smell. Okay, so to finish this off, we're going to add our bocconcinis. You can tear it up slightly or into smaller pieces. It'll obviously melt quicker, but look how soft it is. It's a melt in the mouth moment. There we go. Okay, there. And then, last but not least, our basil pesto. So this is a fabulous gift as well, with the tins. So if you want to, if you're wondering what to give a foodie or anybody as a gift, this is a great gifting option. And there is a little birdie that's told me we've got another pesto coming, which we are super excited about, but that'll be, stay tuned for more. So, fantastic basil pesto, with the saltiness, the creaminess, and bon appetit. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We are here for you, and otherwise, add it to your basket, shop online. Who wants to taste? Hot.